Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We are playing Shadowrun. I just wanted to go over some things that I've done between videos here. Namely, I brought Joshua's firearm skill up to 7. I think I was at a 5 in the last video. And that's pretty much it for Joshua, actually. I haven't really farmed that much karma, but you know, we start getting into these the later skill levels, and they start costing a lot. So I did take Freya's biotech, I think from 7 to 9, and then I maxed out Rihanna's computer stats, so she's all the way out of 12 now. Also did some deck upgrades, so let's go into the Pocket Secretary, hit the Cyber deck. I got my, I purchased all the way up to an attack 5. So I went from a 3 to a 5 there. As you upgrade your programs, though, it does take more memory. And I actually at one point had to upgrade my memory as well on this one. Let's see if I can go. Yeah, deck stats. So the memory right now is 240 MP. I don't know what that's actually supposed to stand for, but maybe I should just say 240, because you know, it's not megabytes, right? There, that would be MB. But anyway, so 240 is where I'm at, and I also did upgrade my deception all the way to 6. It was I actually noticed that I probably upgraded in a bad order. I shouldn't have probably done or gone so heavy into deception, because the reality is you can't, you know, use deception to get your way into every node, and when deception fails, you got to rely on your attack program. And so it didn't really make that much sense to go so heavy on deception, right? I should have gone, you know, more attack, and then, you know, kind of bring up deception behind that. But it is what it is. That's what I did, and you know, I wasn't really thinking about it when I you know, initially purchased it. But at the end of the day, it's not like it's going to be wasted money, right? We need better programs, period. So, anyways, that is where we're at. I still really only am using these 2 programs, because those are, you know, pretty good. But what else did I feel like I upgraded something else. Maybe not, though. Oh, did I? I might have done and I forget what they call it. It's it's wired reflexes, but for your cyber deck. I think I upgraded that. Let's go have a trip over to Renraku Arcology just to take a look. I guess I have enough to upgrade too, so this certainly won't be a wasted trip over here. We'll buy something. All right, so first things first. The next cyber deck is going to be the Sega CTY 360, but we're still quite a ways off of that. I got to do, you know, quite a bit of farming to get to that point. Attack program. So attack 6. This is going to be like a 8.9K. Yeah, that's going to be spendy. Do I need to do any of these? Let's see here. Yeah. So I definitely upgraded the memory. I went all the way, or as high as this deck could go. Storage is maxed out. I think I might have done deck response. Let's see if I can buy more of these. So it says, yeah, this is comparable to wired reflexes. Response increases the persona's attack speed while in cyber combat. Oh yes, okay. So we're maxed out as far as this deck goes. And then I don't know. We'll just do some of this load IO speed. I don't know how important this is really going to be right now, but it all needs to be upgraded eventually anyway. And I've got some extra, well, sort of extra cash. All right, so we're maxed out here. And then we've got MPCP repair, the heart of the deck. This controls the appearance of the persona and all sensory input and output. So it looks like we're good there. Body helps resist attacks. I don't really care about the defense right now. Yeah, so this is like body and evasion. I don't really, like, I'm just not going to be getting any benefit out of those 2 stats yet. Because I'm going into a system where I'm just blowing through it. So not really something I need to worry about. Masking the ability helps defeat tracer and identification. Yeah, I don't really care about that right now. And then allows the person to dex. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so we don't need to do anything else in terms of this stuff. Let's. I don't want your grenades. Get out of my face. So I actually did go on a moderate run for Caleb. Caleb is over here in downtown Seattle. We'll just go over there and I'll show you again. I mean, I've been here a couple of times already in the walkthrough, but we'll just bring you over here and oh Jesus, the hellhound! Oh, we just destroyed that. Okay, well, those things are not the threat that they used to be. Holy crap! Because that was quite disgusting. We just shredded that thing. All right, so here's Icarus is descending. I'd like to go in. Thanks. And all right, so here's Caleb. I'm not going to interact with him because I've got a job from him right now. Let's see here. Notebook, current run. All right, so the Johnson, there it says Caleb Brightmore, and it's a matrix run for 2,800. It says the mayor's office has an old file in their archives that I could use. Bring me a copy of their archived files. You will be paid upon delivery of that file. I don't want to actually complete this run, though, because this system is really easy. I actually got, I got a run from Caleb earlier involving the Seattle General Hospital, and boy, that one was way more difficult. I actually, the run was, I was supposed to crash the CPU, and I could not get into the CPU. I tried probably 3 times, and my stats are just not good enough. So I thought that was kind of interesting, right? Where that was a run where I basically could not complete it, and that was, you know, well, it was called a moderate matrix run. So just kind of, there are some differences, so I guess just be aware of that. Let's enter the passcode. So here I still have the passcode for Seattle General Hospital, but I'm going to run this passcode because this is the one for the run. And we've got our attack and our deception all lined up, so let's get on in here. So this is kind of one of the things that I like to do, and I don't remember, I want to say I may have done this in the previous video as well, but you go into a system that's pretty easy to get into with a data store that's pretty close by. So like here I have to go through, you know, the initial node, and then I have this SPU that I got to get through as well. I've just been able to use deception to get right through these. And oddly, even the data store, I'm able to use deception to get into as well. So I'm just going to do that. And instead of, you know, kind of completing the run like you would maybe expect, I just come in here and rob the data store. You know, so we'll just transfer the data out of here. We'll grab our 5 files, and then we'll just leave. So that's 2. Oh, what happened? Oh, I must have pressed something wrong. Yeah, because that kicked me to the next data store. This is probably where the... Oh, this is so much faster. Holy crap. Yeah, that deck response is very noticeable. Yeah, wow, that was crazy fast. So yeah, this is probably the node that I need for the run. Well, maybe it's the run, and I didn't see what node that was called, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, I want to. Yeah, I must have like tapped down, because tapping down will actually kind of get you back to this screen, and then I must have pressed A on accident. So I think that's 3. Yeah, and it just got kicked anyway. All right. Well, had I not messed around there, I probably would have got more, but let's see here. All right, so 1,500, useless file, another 1,500. So 3K just like that. Let's do this again. But yeah, again, this is kind of what I like to do, just because it's just, I mean, it's so easy, right? Like, just, you know, using deception to get right through all of these nodes. is really nice. So this is kind of going to be the plan going forward. This cache is okay, right? Like, I don't know, 3K for what, a minute or two? It's not too bad. And the only problem is, you know, the 40,000 to get to the next deck it's a while. You know, that's going to be a few of these. But this is pretty easy stuff. Oh, I'm getting kind of boned here, though, in terms of... Okay, so that's 2 files. There's 3. There's 4. Oh, bank account numbers. No, we're talking. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason, though, to how much these files are worth. I think it's just, you know, yeah, grab what we can and get out. All right, so that was 5 files, luckily. 900, useless. Well, there we go. 3,600, another 3,000, and then 600. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, all the way back up to 14,000. So, I'll probably do a few more of these. Maybe I'll just save up doing this. This guy's always harassing me. Buy my grenades. No, I don't want your grenades. But yeah, anyways, well, I'll keep doing these. I don't know for how long, but yeah. The only other problem with this is I'm not getting really much in terms. Well, I haven't gotten any karma since the last time I checked, so. That's the part that's not so great about these. But also at this point, you know, my character stats are through the roof, you know, and really kind of where I want to be anyway. So I don't have to worry actually so much about the karma. But you know, that's what Redmond Barrens is for. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little cut here, probably do a little bit more farming, and then we'll pick it back up and probably end up doing some more upgrades for the for the cyber deck. But yeah, we'll get right back to it. All right, so just picking it back up here. Did a little bit of farming off screen. You can see here I have a ton of money, which honestly this went crazy fast. I just wanted to bring up here though. So here's the current run that I've got. So this is Caleb Brightmore. The type is Matrix. So the mayor's office has, and this was earlier. It should have been earlier in the video, but this system was just really easy and really good for farming data. So I wanted to point out the specific run that I took to get that. But I'll do one more here real quick just to show you. It's so fast. So cyberspace, enter the passcode. Also, one of the things that I did here to make things a little bit faster was my attack program was in the first slot and the deception was in slot 2. And actually what I did was just remove them from memory and then reloaded them with the deception first and then the attack in the second one, because I've been able to use deception to get into every one of these nodes. And you know, so basically I'm just spamming, you know, the A button here to just rip through these really quickly. So very, very easy. Yeah, here's a orange for, I mean, and you can see, so my deception is a 6. One thing that I forgot to point out though, let me see if I can, no, I don't think I can see it actually from here. I'll go back out of here and take a look at the deck stats. But one of the things that I did was upgrade my masking a bunch. I forgot that actually is pretty important. If I remember correctly, I think it just reduces like the chances that your actions will be noticed. So like when we go to transfer data, right? We don't want to be noticed, because if we're noticed, obviously the alert will escalate and then eventually we'll get kicked out. And so the better you're masking, the better you are able to just kind of do these actions without tripping the alarm. So I'm just going to grab the first files that I can get here. I know on several occasions here I've been able to grab a data file that was worth 4,000 nuyen. So this is just, you know, so fast. Oh, and I'm already out of room, huh? All right, well, let's get out of here then. And also, one of the things that I noticed, it actually doesn't matter who you have at the head of your party. It doesn't matter if you come in here with Rihanna and sell the data. The price is the same either way, so don't worry about that. 1,600, a useless, 2 useless files, 900. Wow, that was actually really bad. All right, let's do one more. That was only, that's probably like the least amount of money I've, oops, I went in the wrong spot. Probably the least amount of cash that I've got from the Matrix run in a long time. That was exceptionally bad. But, I mean, still, that was 2K. You know, just like that. So, you can see, at least somewhat, that, you know, this is a great way to very quickly grab a bunch of cash. So, and like I said, I mean, just extremely easy. You know, you're not making money this quick in Redmond Barrens. I always like to compare it to that because, I mean, Redmond is still my favorite spot to get karma, but yeah, for cash, this is the way to go for me. Oops, and I attacked this thing on accident because I bumped my joystick. That was dumb. That thing didn't stand a chance. Alright, let's transfer some data here. Nothing. Alright, so that's 1 file. 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. Nothing. Uh-oh. Come on now. Whew. We're getting lucky here. It's not kicking us. There we go. Final file, and it kicked me out. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so let's see here. Useless, 1,200, 900, another useless, and 8. Yeah, I'm getting kind of boned here. Well, let's do another one. I want to at least like get something above like a 3K. This is kind of. I mean, that's the luck of it, though, right? I haven't. You know, I guess I just kind of thought about it this time around, but I don't know if the size of the data file affects the pricing as well. I'm not sure on that, but the problem is, you know, sure, we could try to fish around for you know, larger files, but at some point, you know, the alarms escalate, and oftentimes it's not really worth the time to bother with that because you know, you can, I don't know, if you're trying to get like, let's just say a 50 or a 50 or a 60 for the size, you know, and you delete a bunch of 20s or something, there's just a good chance that you're just going to end up getting kicked out, or you'll have to go like back to the CPU and turn off the alarm, and I don't want to do that. So most times I just don't even think that that's worth it, you know, trying to fish for something that's more. I guess maybe here, if we can keep this alert at a yellow, let's just take a look here. Yeah, okay, so I'm only at 4. Let's do one more. Oh no, here now, of course, I get the alert. But yeah, had that stayed at like a yellow, maybe I could have deleted 1 file, right, and then kept trying for something bigger, but it didn't play out that way anyway. All right, so useless file, 1,600, 1,500, another useless, 1,000. Okay, so that was about 4,500 for that brief incursion. And I mean, again, this is so fast, right? It's so good. All right, well, anyways, let's head on over to the crime mall. I had originally planned on upgrading to whatever I think it was the final. Yeah, let's just go over here. I just don't remember. I want to say it was like the Sega CTY 360 or something like that. We'll just try to make sure here. Alright, Dex. Yeah, it was this one. My initial thought was that, okay, well, I'll upgrade this, but once I got into that system and I started having the money roll in, it kind of got to the point where I was like, do I just want to like go all the way, right? And we'll just skip the other cyber decks, and the answer was yes, because it was just so easy, right? I didn't need the upgrades in order to to get that data, so it didn't really seem like it made that much sense to stop. So anyways, oh, before I do that, I want to call up, I want to say, so we've got a contact about that. I think is it Kip? Let me just see here. Procure your services. Hottest cyber deck on the mountain, or on the market. Okay, so 185K for the Fairlight, or is that I think that's right, the Fairlight Excalibur. But so the problem with this is he doesn't, or your negotiation stat doesn't affect his price, which is a problem for me because I have a really good negotiation stat and it doesn't actually make sense to buy it through him. So if your negotiation stat is maybe bad or not as good as, well, I have a 12, it may be better for you to go that route, but here you can see the trade-up price is 152, so I'm just going to do that. Alright, so there we go. We've got the best cyber deck on the market now. Looks like my storage is maxed out. I don't really care about the load IO. Yeah, and so my deck response is already as good as it's going to get as well. So here my masking, it looks like this, we've got a rating 7 upgrade, so we'll do that. I think I'm just going to, yeah, so that's 8. And we can just keep going. So basically these are a lot like your stats, right, of your actual character, where we can now, but it's capped at your MC, or MPCP, which is now a 12 because we've got the best deck in the game. So we'll be able to keep going with some of this stuff. I'll worry about the evasion in the body later, but masking is still the only, I would say, important stat at the moment. How much money do I have left? 7K. Before I leave and go back to Seattle and milk the Matrix for even more cash, I'm gonna upgrade this Firebolt. Alright, so we're at Firebolt 4. Let's just see here. Alright. Ooh, look at there. So even at going from 2 to 3, our success rate goes up. Looks like, yeah, our damage is going to stay the same. Alright. Oh wow, look at that. It's a huge drop in success if you do a more defensive posture. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't even do us any good to be anything but neutral, basically. That's alright. Let's see. Yeah, so I think the plan here is going to be to just keep doing these Matrix runs and keep making money. Eventually, I'll. So the question now is does it make sense to try going into some harder or more difficult systems to try to grab more data? I think I'm gonna wait though and upgrade my deception a little bit more. Oh, here we got a big old bunch of dudes that got wrecked. Wow, I didn't even take any damage. Okay, those I-5ers probably. But all right, yeah. So I'll do some more off screen as usual. But just wanted to give the little update there, and we'll just keep at it, and I'll pick this back up once I've grabbed some more cash. Okay, just wanted to give yet another update here in terms of where we're at. I don't remember. So I actually took this footage and then I went to rewatch it, and of course I must have had my microphone plugged into my other computer because there was no audio or no commentary. So so now I get to do it all over. But anyways, Joshua's stats here, yeah, still all, basically sixes aside from strength. I did eventually bring up his firearms again, though. Sorry if this is already in the earlier part of the video, but firearms is at 7. I actually do have a bunch of karma right now that I need to spend. And then, yeah, negotiation's been 12 for a long time. Freya still just working on biotech. And then Rihanna, I'm not sure actually what I'm going to do with her next. I guess I could probably do biotech with her as well. We're just kind of running out of things to do with them. It looks like actually her charisma could bumped up. Not that that's that important, but I also did find another pretty decent run, or a system, I should say. So I took a run from Kale, but it was just I guess this is an expert one. Yeah, at 6.5k. So it says a SimSense Corporation is scheduling a new band, which, the rest of that doesn't really matter, but I really like this system because I end up going into an orange node. Let's just do one really quick here. Or at least an incursion here. So cyberspace, enter passcode, run passcode. Also, oops, it's too late now. Basically, anytime that you take an expert run from Caleb, there's a chance that you'll unlock one of the kind of main systems. One of them, being Lone Star. One is As Technology, Ares, that sort of thing. And they'll stay in your passcodes forever because there's actually plot line items or information that you can get out of those. Maybe I'll eventually go in and do that, but it's also not that important. So, but it's kind of neat anyway. I also did upgrade my attack all the way to an 8. That's maxed out. My deception is maxed out as well. And then I think I've been working on, some of my stats. You can see there towards the bottom. The body is at 8. Evasion's a 4. Masking is at 10. So I've really worked on the masking. I need to go, I think, 2 more points into that. And then we'll kind of be done in terms of the masking. And then I'll work on the body and the evasion after that. But anyways, so this system has, no ice on the first node. And then there's a green node here. I actually don't want to go to that one. I want to go to this one up on the north side. So this is a SPU Orange 6, Access 6. Oh, I got in right away. Okay, good deal. And then I'm just going to go to this data store right here. So this is, actually this might be where, actually don't remember where the run is specifically for. It's not important. I'm just doing this for the data. But anyways, so here's the first file. I think the most I've ever got out of this was like a 4,800 Nuyen file, so it adds up quickly. Alright, so that's 3. Hopefully I can get a larger sized. There we go, educational data. And there's another one. Alright, so that's the last one. Let's get out of here. But that's it. So, it's not a red data store, which I believe would mean that we would be getting more money for the files. But, I mean, it's just, as of right now, it's so easy, just because my stats now are, pretty good. But a red node, and specifically the more difficult ones, it's just not going to be as easy to get into them. So it takes a little bit more time. All right, so 800, 1,000, 1,200, 2,400, 900. All right, not any like phenomenal files, but they're okay. All right, so the next thing here, and I noticed, of course, after I had already saved my game, I went around to the different gangs and bought their whatever protection. And I also went through and got some of the, or at least 2 of the endgame contacts. So I'll just go to those just so that I can show you at least where they're at. I'm not going to read through the dialogue again though, because it's nothing too important. Basically, all of the lower level gangs kind of shit talk each other, right? Like, oh, these guys are weak, but You know, when we go whoop their butts, you know, whenever we need to, and blah blah blah, whatever. But so here, this is the Halloweener spot, and that, you know, I would just say I want to talk to your boss. With enough reputation, you'll be able to get right in. You won't have to. They won't charge you, at least to see the boss. And then the Halloweeners here have the Yakuza contact, so I'm not going to obviously pay the 10,000 again, but that will get you Agira Tetsumi, I think is his name. So that is where the Halloweeners are at. And again, you can buy the armband. I think, you know, in most cases, or I should say, well, yeah, I guess technically that is the case. I think in most cases that the armband or like the patch or whatever, like the i5 or ear cuff, really doesn't do anything. You'll still get jumped by those gangs all the time anyway. So I don't think that's that important. At least with the orcs, it's really useful. You know, which is why I got that one first. And that is in the video or videos already. So I'm not going to bother with that. But let's go to Penumbra. I think this is where the I5ers are located. I actually went to... Oops. I think I dropped a clip. Which is kind of nice about, you know, smoking these pedestrians in some of these other areas. What was I saying? I'm gonna walk away. Leave me alone. Oh, look at this guy. Oh yeah, that guy was a vampire. So, you know, oftentimes when you have those little events that happen in these areas, there'll be things like that are actually really dangerous, like the vampires. God, let's see if I can find this place. Is this it? This must be it. Yeah, this is it right here. So this is the i5er warehouse. I want to touch your boss. Mahler's here, surrounded by flunkies. Look alive. We've got company. So here, you know, you've got the option to get protection from the gang, or do you want to talk contacts? And same as the Halloweeners, actually, he'll charge you 10,000. I'm not going to do that, obviously, because I've already done it. But that is where you get the Mafia contact. Now, the Mafia has... It's at least 2 benefits. I'll actually just do that. We'll join the Mafia temporarily here, just so that I can show you the benefits of being in the Mafia. Which it's basically just infinite money. That's really the benefit. And I mean, that's pretty great, right? The only problem is you can't get the best armor in the game if you go this route. Oh, here's the vid phone down here. So I'm gonna save my game. I'm actually gonna save in slot 2 as well, because just in case I do something and screw up, I don't want to lose my entire game just for doing something stupid. Anyways, all right, so let's use the vid phone here. And the i5er contact, or the leader of the Mafia, is Mr. Ferraducci. So it says the vid phone is blank to the frag. Are you? You identify yourself and tell him Mahler sent you. Oh, that's right. I've already joined the Yakuza. I forgot. So I actually can't show you now the benefits. But basically, it's you can get infinite money through the yeah. You hang up before he traces your location. All right, so I forgot about that. But anyways, so the main benefit, I would say, of joining the Mafia is your discount here at the crime mall. And what you can do is go to the weapons and equipment, you go to the armor, and you buy the lined combat armor. Now this will be half priced. So 6,880, you know, half of that is whatever, 3,440. I believe, at least that's if I'm remembering correctly. And then you can just sell it right back, and it'll sell for 6,880. So you basically buy it, you sell it, boom, you get 3K just like that. It's crazy, right? Like that is actually a faster way to get money than doing the Matrix runs, even though the Matrix runs are very quick and very profitable. But nothing actually beats the little kind of trick here in the crime mall. The other thing with the Mafia is they'll give you a discount at one of the inns, but when you've got infinite money, it doesn't matter, right? So it's actually completely redundant. And then I don't know if there's an additional benefit, but anyways, let's at least check the the Yakuza contact, which is Agira Tatsumi or Ajira. I don't know here. Gojira? Ajira? Anyways, alright, so arigato jasu-san. For your devotion, I grant you these things. There's a place called Little Chiba in the Redmond Barrens. They're under our protection. I like that's under quotations. And we'll give you extraordinary service at a discounted rate. I also have acquired a supply of military-issued combat armor. He'll sell you those for 30k. And then lastly, he's got a power focus for 80k. I probably don't even have enough money right now to buy the power focus, but let's buy a set of combat armor. Also, these prices won't change based on your negotiation because you're kind of, just talking through the phone. I'm going to trade this stuff over. Sorry, I got to do this just because my, the OCD. Anyways, so this is it, the heavy combat armor, best armor in the game. It's got almost full protection against weapons, only missing the 2 there at the end, and then it's got full protections versus guns. So let's just get that equipped, and then we can see his stats here. I guess it isn't reflected in his defense stat. That's right, because that's like the character's... but yeah, I guess equipment doesn't affect that, but the posture and stuff does, so. I'm going to stay at medium defense for the time being. We actually will be able to bring up that defensive stat in a little bit, probably anyway. Oh, 15,000. So I don't have as much money as I thought I did, but we can still head on over to Little Chiba to see the other bonus here, which again is also another reason why I wait until kind of now to do the cyberware upgrades. Obviously, up to this point, I haven't really felt like we've needed them. But once you get the Little Chiba discount, then, why not, right? So let's talk here a little bit about, and hopefully I've got enough. No, I'm not going to have enough, actually, now that I realize it. So anyways, Joshua and Rihanna will be basically set up the same. And here you can see the wired reflexes is down to 10.32, okay? I guess, I don't know, maybe that's not a good way to say that, but... and then dermal plating is pretty cheap, and then the muscle replacement as well. But so anyways, like I said, I'm gonna end up setting Rihanna and Joshua up basically the same way. So that is, she's already got a data jack anyway, so does he. And then she's got a smart link, and then 2 wired reflexes. And so what I'm gonna do here is we'll just see if I've got enough money to buy everything that I want. I might not, but we'll see. Alright, so go to cyberware. And actually, because her negotiation stat is worse, this is gonna cost more money. But yeah, so anyways, I end up doing 1 muscle replacement. And then she's already got the smart link. I think I go, yes, I'll do Cyberize last. And then it's going to be 2 dermal platings. Any character can only have a maximum of 3 dermal platings. And so, because of the cyberware that I already have, I can't get a 3rd one. You could do 3 dermal platings, but then you're not going to have enough for a muscle replacement, right? So that doesn't really make sense to me either. So I'd rather have the 2 muscle replacements, 2 dermal platings, and 2 wire reflexes. And then we'll finish off with this, the Cyberize, just because that's all we have really essence for. And I don't bother with, hand raisers or spurs, so... so that is that, yeah, and that actually, I had basically just enough money to get her fully cybered out. So... I don't have enough, obviously, to do or to get Joshua done right now, but we'll get him later. So there you can see the stats about halfway through in terms of defense. I could really go full defense, and that would really bring that up, but I don't really need to do that. I feel like, yeah, staying at medium offense is probably going to be the way to go. Yeah, and then going full offense, she maxes out her attack bar. And I would lose the 3 defense there, but I don't really know that that's worth it. But yeah, here we go. So this is the full cyberware list that I'll end up going with again, both of Joshua and Rihanna. So data jack, Cyberize, smart link, 1 muscle replacement, 2 dermal plating, and 2 wired reflexes. And then actually you can see her stats as well. You know, the dermal plating brings the body stat up to an 8, and then the muscle replacement brings up the quickness to an 8 as well, and then the strength to 4, which, you know, doesn't matter. I don't benefit from that strength stat at all. But yeah, those are the stats. So she'll be pretty good. She'll actually be even a little bit better here in cyber combat as well, as since you can see that there with the it says quickness, you know, determines movement and attack speed and increases combat and cyber combat success. So she should be a little bit better even now in the Matrix. So that is basically it for now. It's looking like I'm going to have to do a little bit more in terms of the Matrix to do some more cash farming. I kind of want to, you know, bring up Freya's spells a little bit more, and then I need to get everybody combat armor, and then I need to cyber out Joshua as well. So that is going to be it, though, for this video. As always, hope the guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.